Hello everybody and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. As always, I am Precy, your host, and I got a treat for you folks. We traded in that old raggedy freight shaker we had, which I love that truck because of the air starter and everything that was on it, but we now have us a new truck. It's a Peterbilt 567. It is a day cab. Unfortunately, it's the only thing that I have available due to, I guess, skill points or whatever. This is a Steam Workshop mod, I believe it is, or a DLC 1. Don't quote me on which. It is on a short frame. It's a 6x4 frame, 250 gallon fuel storage. I am running a Cummins ISX 15 500 horsepower motor, and I have an Eaton Ultrashift MXP 18B, I believe it is, or MKP. I'm not entirely sure. I can't read my own handwriting. And it is an 18-speed transmission. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop over here right quick and see if we can find us a job. Let this thing buffer for a second. Good Lord. We're just outside of Casper, Wyoming. Last place we was at was all the way over and down here in California, somewhere near San Fran, but on the Peterbilt dealership that I have opened, unfortunately, was in Casper, so we had to travel. Not that big of a deal. Let's see. And again, I don't understand what's with some of these flatbed loads not showing the cargo. It must be a mod conflict or something. I haven't figured that out. But it's neither here nor there. Let's see. Just says flatbed. That's strange, I guess. That's a decent little haul. We'll see if we can get up here to BNSF and pick this load up right quick. Oh, mouse is moving around. This is something I've got to figure out. So the mirror on the driver's side is already dark as it is, but then I kick my headlights on, and Jesus, you can't even see the mirror. And the dash lights are awfully dingy too, so we may end up rolling with the extra F2 mirror, but I ain't made up my mind yet. Anyway, let's roll up here to BNSF and see if we can pick up that load. Truck does sound pretty good though. I try to be nice to this thing. It's brand new, so I don't want to tear it up instantly. Oh, watching that screen change from like really dark to really bright all of a sudden is like insane. That's without my high beams on. Good Lord. I get used to steering on this too, because this is not a cab over like our last truck was, so got some getting used to, which I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. It does have a little onboard GPS, but I can't really see my speed all that great, so I may have to continue using my normal GPS. I'd be able to see my speed, that way I'm not diving too far into speeding tickets. Oh, and we're running off the road already. Jesus. Braking distance ain't too bad on this truck. Well, at least bobtailed anyway. Yeah, well, hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend and last week's content, and hopefully Monday's podcast with Hartman and myself. The episode was called Tism Flow, and we had some lag issues, I do believe. and primarily I believe it was my internet, because if I'm not mistaken, I think I was uploading a couple of YouTube videos while I was on a Discord call with Hartman, and I think it may have screwed some stuff up, but lessons to be learned. It was a really good episode in my opinion. I enjoyed it. Me and Hartman ain't had a chance to really sit down and talk to each other for an hour or two in a while, so it was nice. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. And we are working our way into Independence Day. I think we're going to end up using that other mirror, to be quite frank, because I can't see the driver's side of my truck. And throw that mirror up. I don't want to ram anybody if I can help it. Well, we are running into Independence Day here before we know it. Let's see here. We've got this video coming out Tuesday. I'm recording this on a Monday, by the way. Wednesday looks like we got Roadcraft. Thursday, Supermarket Simulator, and Friday, the Hunter Call the Wild. That is the current schedule for this week. I'm hoping that'll stay true. Hopefully nothing crazy comes about. We shall see how that goes. Me and the schedule or the itinerary doesn't really get along at great half the time, and it also kind of depends too if the games are currently up to date, and I don't have to wait on updates that take my internet forever to download. So kind of see how it goes. That's the current itinerary for this week, so hopefully all is well. Should be arriving here at BNSF here in just a second. I wonder if I should have put them little front hood mirrors on just for the hell of it, but I think the lights as bright as they are, I don't think it'd have done any good. At least I can see these markers this time. Last time I had headlights this bright, I couldn't see my stop markers. Oh, we got... Yep, there it is, a flatbed. I'm assuming... I don't even know. Let's write this down right quick so we do not forget what we got going on this trip. This is how I kind of keep things organized. I write things down if y'all haven't noticed on the last couple episodes, so bear with me just a second here. Write this down. We have it in the description and everything, and I'm assuming by the weight it's multiple flatbeds, but it's just not showing up. We're going from Casper, Wyoming to Oklahoma City. We're looking at showing 911 miles. Oh, pen's giving out. We're paying estimated. Ooh, that's a big money haul right there. $28,482. Man, I wish I could get money like that in my bank account hauling like that in these games. That'd be great. Dollar for dollar. Should be an easy way to make money. Aside from that, last week's heat wave was absolutely atrocious in Kentucky. I mean, at least for me it was. I can't speak for everybody else out there, but my lord, you're looking 90 to 100 degree days and factory heat index at 110. And if you're like me and you work in some variation of manufacturing in a warehouse or just a metal building factory type setting, you know, it might be climate controlled with an air conditioning, but sometimes that air conditioning doesn't keep up so well with the heat. Just a quick little tug test. Yeah, I'd say that kingpin's locked. That'll be alright. Yeah. Alright, let's connect this trailer. We'll do a quick trip on it and we'll hit the road here in a second. Ooh. I'll have you... that dang yard dog in my way. Uh-oh. Alright. It's showing it's flashing on the ground, but... that's weird. Okay. Sure. Pre-trip looks good. We'll be alright. Alright, let's get this show on the road. We have 36 hours to get there, so we're 15 hours away. Stop up here. I'll stop right here and write that down. 36 hours to arrive. Oh, 15 hour, 36 minute estimated destination. Now we'll just have to see if we're on time or if we're late. That's going to be the kicker. If I'm mistaken, these Peterbilt 567s usually get fairly decent fuel economy, so let's see how well we can push this puppy to its next destination. Yeah, oh, not really seeing the rear trailer lights illuminating all that great, which is kind of weird. I'll have to look into the mods and see what's conflicting, because there has to be something. I'm the only one out of the crew from CI Gaming standpoint that's dealing with these issues, so I'm assuming it's something to do with the way I've got the mods listed up. I'll have to get some help from them boys, try to get everything lined back out. Maybe one day we'll get in here and record a convoy load. We're going to have their help getting Truckee reinstalled. I don't know what happened to it, but it got nuked. Can't figure that out either. I've had a lot of weird stuff go on over the last couple of weeks with my gaming and my computer setup. Usually it's my internet, but recently it's just been a mix of everything. Anyway, I'm sure my employer's payroll department is going to absolutely hate to see my next paycheck. Already almost at 80 hours within this pay cycle, and ended last week with 65 hours, I believe it was. No, 60 hours last week, something like that. Damn near 20 hours in overtime last week. And if production numbers don't go down, I may get another 20 this week. We've been getting some, 8 to 12 hour days, or 8 to 10 and a half hours, however it's played out. Factor out lunch and breaks and everything, but that'll make for a halfway decent paycheck, and hopefully it'll allow me to put a little bit of money back to do some browsing for some new games to bring to the channel every once in a while. Just have to see how that plays out. Oh man, gotta make sure we stop somewhere when it gets daylight and grab us a thumbnail. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, last week was chaotic. Last 2 weeks have been trying to kill me from the heat. Heat's not very nice to us husky fellas. So, it was a struggle, but we made it, surprisingly. This week's not seeming like it's starting off any better with the heat, to be completely blunt about it. I think it got 85 or 90 outside. I don't know what it was. You factor in the heat index, but it wasn't very friendly. So I won't miss that other truck's air starter. That thing sounded amazing. Might be able to find me a motor for his truck with an air starter again. I don't know. Some people like the air starter, some don't. There we go. I can set the road a little better now. Woo! It says the yield. We ain't doing that. As bright as these high beams are, I feel like I'm gonna be burning a lot of people's retinas. Even low beams might do it. Jeez, OP. I can speed down a little bit. Oh, yeah. Hopefully everybody's week's off to a good start and with as minimal chaos as possible. Gonna hopefully get this content out this week. Next week we'll have some more content out. Probably be roughly the same schedule. Try to throw some consistency in there, but I might throw a curveball or two in. It kind of just depends. And if I can figure out how to use my editing software, I'm really wanting to try to do like a compilation of like the best of June moments, like fails and successes and all that fun stuff. But that's if I can figure out how to do that. I'm not that great with editing software, so I may have to reach out to one of my Discord mods or one of my buddies out there that's really good at that stuff and see what they might charge a fella to get on YouTube and scroll through hours of videos to find some good moments to upload. And then next week should be about the same schedule. As far as content goes, we'll have our Trucking Tuesdays, Roadcraft Wednesdays, Supermarket Simulator, you know, Thursdays is what I'm thinking, but we may throw a little 911 operator in on a Thursday, or possibly even schedule one. I've got to figure out how YouTube feels about that game first before I upload it. So I know other platforms I've either live streamed it on or uploaded on, I got a little pissy about it, so kind of a tight line. Let's see here. I think okay, that's fine. Anyway, I think tomorrow or let's see. Yeah, either tomorrow or Thursday 1. I don't know if they said Tuesday or Thursday. Oh, shoot, fire. Stay on the road. Should have some new field points in for the bow. Break that thing out, do a little quick gear review, maybe take a shot or two at a target. I may have to go get some straw or some hay for a backstop. That way if I miss, I'm not gonna send something into the abyss and lose the last couple of arrows. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to record that if I can. Not sure how I'm gonna do that. The little mini tripod I was using is kind of botched, but we'll see what we can figure out. Oh, come on, truck. Don't be gutless like that. Get over here. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. We good. Oh, this truck is touchy with the steering. What makes it worse is using a mouse and keyboard. Alright, 2 in-game hours down. 13 more game hours to go. Don't you pull out in front of me like that. Holy crap. AI in this game drives just about as bad as people in real life. That's why I love this game. Oh. I need to blind them. Oh, come on, truck. Get out of 16. Grab another gear. There you go. Good Lord. Maybe we should have kept the old freight shaker. No, you're wrong. I like a Peterbilt, but oh, head shake brake sounds so wimpy. Can't even hear it on the outside. That is ridiculous. Yeah, we want to level up a bit and get some more things for this truck to make it sound a little more beefy. And why can I not stay in the lanes? I've never been a big fan of driving in the dark in this game, but it's kind of where we ended up at after doing a quick reset and buying the truck and all that. So I'm seeing on my monitor versus what's able to be seen from your side of the world doesn't look the same for some reason. I might have my screen too bright. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we're trucking along here for a little bit and see where the road in the dead of night takes us. Okay, well, I just stopped talking for a minute, but it's the white Peterbilt back here. You can't park there. That's not how that works. The city horn on this truck is just wimpy. Listen to this thing. It's ridiculous. Air horn don't sound that bad. I'm sure these people in this little suburban area here absolutely love the fact that I'm blowing my air horn in the middle of the night. That's great. I'm glad they ain't no like noise ordinance in American Truck Sim. If that was the case, I probably done blew it a long time ago. What is going on up here? Oh, red light. Okay. I hadn't seen no stop bar, and I was like, why do we stop? There's no stop sign. I didn't take into account for the signal light to the right, and I didn't count for the one to the left, and I thought maybe a car accident. Yeah, like I said, next week's content is pretty much going to be about the same as this week's. And then the week after that, I'm on vacation for a week with the family and going out of town for a while, so there'll be about a week or maybe a little over without any content. And then we'll eventually pick it back up and get back to it. What in the hell? Yeah, no, nice. Water main broke, looks like. Anyway. Oh, that's a red light. Yes, it is. Okay, wow. But, yeah. So, let me double check, make sure I got that right. Put my calendar right quick. So the week through the 7th through the 11th pretty much be about the same content. And then the week of the 14th through at least the 18th, if not the 20th, we'll kind of go dark for about a week for vacation. And then hopefully we'll get back to it. We may have to readjust the schedule for a week or two to get back on track, but other than that, we'll get it lined out and figured out. Shouldn't take too much to do. I'll say this much though, trying to juggle full-time jobs of husband, father, and factory worker on top of being part-time YouTuber is a little more chaotic than I anticipated, plus running a podcast on top of it. Holy crap. It's been fun though. It's a journey that I'm excited to be on. And then out of all things, yesterday I believe it was, or the day before, Dad reached out to me. He's asking me how the YouTube things was going in the podcast, and I was like, well, you know, just getting back into it for the third time, you know, low subscriber count, small community, about average, I guess, you know, few views here and there. YouTube Shorts are doing decent, but got some very encouraging words from him, and you know, hopefully if my dad's watching this, he'll, like I said, it's more than appreciated to hear those words of encouragements to keep going, and you know, it'll get better and it'll be worth the weight in gold. So like I told him, we're going to keep driving and either keep going with it if it makes it or not, or keep going until it makes it and keep going after that. It's just something I decided to pursue and doing, is getting back on the horse of chasing down the YouTube career, I guess you call it. Hopefully making a job out of it one day, but if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Just enjoy getting on here and making cringy content, honestly. Makes people laugh and smile, hopefully, or brings some form of joy to their day. Oh, I need to kick him. Yeah, this truck handles so weird compared to that cab over. It's going to take some getting used to. I might be able to hear my youngin' in the background jabbering. Sitting there playing with a cat. Let's see, we have 9 hours left till we need a rest, or 11 and a half away from our destination, so I think we'll get fairly close before we have to stop and take a break. Uh-oh. Somebody got it pulled over. Look like an Audi truck. Dang food carriers thinking they're better than everybody else. It's going to take me a minute to learn this truck and where it's at on the road. So I feel like we're going to run off the road quite a bit. But it's kind of to be expected. Oh my goodness. Stay on the road, man. Might trade this truck in for a different one. This thing's killing me. And here we go again with the yawning thing. I don't know why I do that every time I record. Rolling into another little town, it looks like. Nope. Hitting the rumble strips again. That was a tiny little town. There couldn't been much to that one. I think I seen a gas station and maybe a mobile home park. Kind of what it looked like. No, leave it in the comments there for Thursday's episode, or if you want to see more of the supermarket simulator, or if you want to jump into maybe 911 operator or another game. I am open to suggestions. Now keep in mind, I do this during my free time, so if you suggest a game I don't have, it may take me a minute to get it, but I will work on trying to get that game and eventually put it on the channel. And I will put a community post out on YouTube, and I'll also put another community post out on my Facebook page as well for what games that we have available that we can play that I already own, and then also leave spots where y'all can suggest what game we try next. Now, I will take in consideration all games that are suggested. However, I may not play all of them. There's some games that I really don't care for as much on PC, so keep that in mind. No, I'm willing to try them if they seem like there'll be a good game to try. We got here Sesco. Yep. So we'll follow Sesco's lead here. Oh, that's a curb. I have to give Sesco a push up here. This truck may not be completely gutless, but for it to be an automatic, it pretty much is. Following Sesco on this turn as well. Yep. Looks like us and Sesco might be convoying for a minute. Oh, I hear a train. Oh, there goes Swift. Oh Lord, we gotta follow behind Swift. See what I effed up today. There's a train on the track across from us there, a little piece. Another little town here. Not sure if we're still in Wyoming or not, to be honest. Oh, Sesco's gonna try to pass Swift. Am I following Swift on this turn towards the I-80? I hope not. Oh no. Oh boy. I hope not. If I get up and around this guy. No offense, Swift, but I'd rather not follow you. Mr. Best in Crash. Keep to yourself. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, Mr. Best in Crash is behind us. Looks like we're going to get on I-80 up here, if I'm looking at that little mini GPS correctly. That's because we're going to get over in this left lane. That way I can be ready to turn and don't have to fight any potential opposing traffic if they sneak up out of nowhere. Go on, Swift, you done blocked off the intersection. Jeez, oh Pete, buddy. My lord. What the hell was that? It has to be a Swift thing. That is the only thing I can come up with. We'll get on I-80 eastbound. Farther forward, try to get that trailer a little further in that out of that lane. See what this intersection looks like. Okay. Yeah, should be too big of a deal. I thought I want to look and see if there's a way to dim them headlights down a little bit. Those things are extremely bright. Took out one a little wider than I wanted, but we kept her in our line, so that'll be alright. Yeah, we are officially 9.5 hours away, you might as well say. 7 hours to our next stop. Doing pretty good on fuel too. This little truck does alright on fuel economy. I mean, for a truck like this getting, what was that, 4 or 5 miles to the gallon, I guess? It's not bad. In all honesty. And another thing I noticed, and I'm probably getting ready to jinx this, but we haven't been caught by any scale houses yet. See if we can keep that up. Back my speed back down to 75 there. A little bit of time yet to get to our destination. Definitely won't make it there without enough time to have to rest, but we've still got almost 30 hours to make it, so we'll get pretty close, I'd imagine. Have to work on my mouse's sensitivity a little bit, it appears to be, because I just barely bumped my desk and the thing wants to move. I got a way station in a mile. Let's see what they do. We're gonna get the green light or we're gonna get the red light. And we're getting ready to tell. Oh, we got a bypass. Check this out. Have y'all, it's been around for a while. Seen any of my other ATS videos, man, we always get pulled into these scale houses, but we're catching the bypass this time, so we'll give them a little toot of the horn. Or no, we won't. We're going to get over. Yeah, we ain't gonna get hooked up in that mess. That's nope. Don't want to deal with that. There's one sitting in the grass right there. I see you. Lord have mercy, dog's barking at the cat playing. Scared the snot out of me just then. Oh. See if we can get a little early morning photo here. I like the view out that way better, but anyway, let's see here. Let's go up a little bit. Like that right there. There is a way to photo settings. Let's see. Ooh. Kinda cool, you can flip through here and see the different settings. I like that. That is, well, there we go, there's the photo. Not what I was trying to do at all, but oh yeah. That's gorgeous. Alright. Got that taken care of. Honestly, cut these headlights off, but gonna wait a little bit yet. We can get ready to kill that other mirror. It's not really as foggy as that photo is, but it does add a little or it is ambience, I guess. Fits the vibe. I'm liking a little fog like it. It's pretty good. It's that morning rush hour traffic too, so I'm gonna try to mind our following distance as much as possible. I think we're taking this ramp anyway. I was hoping that one will be one of them ones where it shoots me off the interstate to put me back on the same one, but it's not. We're good. Alright, still got 5 hours time left to drive, pending any traffic. Extra leasing's got a little mini wiggle. Will California roll this sign? We'll leave our park lamps on. At this point, we can go ahead and kill that other mirror. I think the windows on this truck might be tinted, is why when my headlights are on, I can't see my mirrors all that great. We'll leave our park lamps on. We're still technically in that part of the time frame where you still need some variation of lights on. Tell you what though, this truck is a trooper on fuel. Holy cow. We have drove 400 miles and used about a quarter tank. The other truck would have chewed through that in no time. There's a couple of new DLCs recently that came out for American Truck Sim that I'm hoping to get my paws on eventually. I think 1 or 2 states out now that I don't have yet that I need to get. Dog's barking at the cat again. So make sure I put that in the video description. Frickin' RIP headphone users. That's why we mind our following distance. Don't do it, CFI. Thought about it. Seen that. Yep, headlight usage of fence. There it is. Still gotta have my lights on. We'll have to look into that one. Which I'll write that down. Oh, maybe not on that piece of paper, I won't. I have to rewrite my notes, honestly, but I will write it here. I'll keep track of how many fines we get on our trips. I ought to write down how many times a damn dog barks, makes a game out of it. Every time a dog barks, you drink. Water, soda, alcoholic beverage, whatever. Look up the headlight use rule on this game. So I feel like after it's this bright outside, you don't need your headlights anymore, but could be wrong. Where are we in? We are crossing into Kansas, it looks like. Phillipsburg. Got 4 hours left on our clock. And that speed limit dropped quick, and I wasn't paying no attention. It's alright. Got her under control. Nifty little residential area. Don't see no stop sign there, so we're just gonna roll. Probably meant for up here, yep. And this does not appear to be an always stop. So we want them intersections, we gotta catch the break in the traffic to go a bit. Yep. It's gonna be interesting to do because there's a stoplight right there. Appreciate you stopping, bud, but this is gonna be fun getting out of here. Oh, and he's blocking my way. Great. Come on, man. Who? Unmarked truck. Who knows? I guess technically I can start bullying my way out here a little bit. Anybody to stop for me so I can roll on. There we go. Pretty sure it's technically a violation, but it is what it is. Gotta get out on the road somehow. Can't find us a rest area somewhere out through here because I think this little town's gonna chew through the last 2-3 hours of drive time we've got left trying to fight traffic. Yeah, maybe not. We'll push a little further. We should be alright. We'll get just another hour or so up the road and then we'll shut her down for this trip and start her back up. To be honest, I mean, aside so far from just the one headlight use of fence, we got bypassed at the way station, which is highly unusual. And taking a pretty lengthy trip with the new truck, bringing in, what do we say, 28K? Trying to look at my notes while I'm driving. It's not the best of ideas. Yeah, 28,000. So that's not bad. First trip in the new truck. Like I said, I like that old Freightliner. I don't know if it's an old Freightliner. I don't remember the exact model, but it's a great truck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but it I don't know. Seemed like it consumed more fuel than it was worth having, and had a few people, personal friends of mine that watched some of my videos, tell me like, hey, that air starter is very annoying, so switch it up. Every now and then we went Freightliner at a time, we'll run this Pete for a while, may look into a 13-liter shit spreader and maybe a KW before long. Some of y'all may know what I mean by the 13-liter shit spreader, but some of y'all may not. I shall let you all research that on your own time. They're in Hays. How much drive time we got left? Now, still got 3 hours time left. I'd say got less than that by the time we find us a rest area somewhere. Another beautiful trip in American Truck Sim, though, I tell you. Love this game. Be able to get in here and zone out most of the time and just drive for a little bit. There's a vehicle. There's a Volvo dealership there. Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. Damn, $700 for that? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a roundabout, folks. Or some people call them traffic circles. Alright, made it through that. My phone going off. Nothing important. Is this another roundabout? Kind of. Yeah, exactly what it is. Didn't realize that was going to cut down to a single lane like that, or it went to the inside lane. Whoops. I don't deal with a lot of roundabouts where I live at, so thankfully I can use that for an excuse for now. Whoa. Okay. I was thinking, I think I've got that drivable AI in this game. We may have to get in a normal vehicle in here one day and go explore a few towns and just kind of mosey about, see what we can find. Just kind of get in here and just like find a couple of towns and go town to town or state to state and just kind of poke around. Might be our next thing we do. Our rest area coming up here. I think that's, yeah, that puts us within 5 hours of our destination, so that should be fine. Where they want the trucks. Looks like we're gonna be over here somewhere. Oh, didn't pick up at the stop point, did it? No, it did not. That was weird. Sorry about your grass, but huh. So I'm picking it up. Is it over here maybe? They just got in the wrong spot on the map. No? There it is. Okay. Pull up a little further here, I guess. I'll shut her down. Alright. Where are we at right quick so I know? We are between Hays and Salina? Salina? Oh, how you pronounce that? Where's it going? 70. Let's see. Between Hays and Salina. Is that Kansas? I think so. Yeah, Kansas. There's a truck stop right up the road, but oh well. Alright. Shut her down, take a rest. Alrighty. The lights on, truck in gear, and let's roll. We've made a pretty good distance, honestly, on about half a tank of diesel. Doing alright. We should get there about midnight, so we're about 4 hours away, 5. Could have stopped at the rest area there, but man, 15 hours away, you got 13 hours drive time, or shit, 15 hours left, 13 hours of drive time, so we should be able to knock this out pretty quick. Excuse me. Lock our cruise in and just glide down the road. Ooh, I about hit them. This video is a little longer than I anticipated. We're already an hour in already. Holy cow. I didn't realize that. Oh, holy shit. What was that? Okay. Just sent that Grand Marquis fly through the atmosphere. Holy shit. Was that okay? Well, that'll make it into July's moments, I'm sure. Holy cow. I don't even know what to say to that one. Salina? Alright, anybody that's watching this from this area in Kansas, please put how to announce that in the comments. That is one that my hillbilly ass is not going to figure out without some guided help. All these other trucks coming off the road and we're still on it. Means I have to bring that other mirror back up already. Ooh, don't. What in the world? Yeah, y'all crazy out through here. Write that down. Crescent car into Atmos. 1 hour. Write that down because I'll have to go back through here and clip all this eventually. If I make a best of June, I'm probably going to have to do all that work myself because I don't think my mods have enough time to do that for me. We'll see. That's gonna be a lot of sitting through and watching videos to do all that, but part of the process. Neat little town. Speed limit though is low. Oh, I can set my cruise for 20. It don't matter, stoplight anyway. I didn't think I was gonna be able to have the time to get on here and record this episode. I was gonna do it Saturday evening when I got home from work, and after being in the heat for 12 hours and everything else, I didn't get a chance to it and decided to take a break yesterday on Sunday. So it's like, well, I gotta get back to it. So this is where we're at. Hopefully, like I said, the internet holding out. Like I put on my Facebook post, I'll be able to get this video out to y'all tomorrow by about 4 p.m. Eastern, I'm hoping, or today, tomorrow, however you want to put it. Like I say, it's Monday for me, Tuesday for y'all by the time you see this, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Was uploading all my content like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. I was like, man, probably best to do it later in the evening as people are getting off work or preparing to go into work. Alright, is that a stop sign or is it? Okay, it's a stop sign. What am I doing? No, copper. I got here first. What? Thank you. Jeebus. These trips take you through these little small towns. Makes these deliveries a little longer than they should be, honestly. Alright, so far I got one headlight use offense and one vehicle crash, and that poor Crown Vic or Grand Marquis, whatever that was, sent it through the atmosphere. I don't know how that even worked, but rip to that family in that vehicle. They're gone. Oh, keep her in the lines. Hopefully this will be getting us out of this little town. I'm back to another interstate. Don't mind driving in these little towns, but it, like I said, adds to the trip. Got themselves a Target out here. Not try it. Well, I gotta wait till we get to green. Oh, traffic. I'm not gonna pull out in front of you, just go. Or I mean, if you're gonna sit there, oh, I was afraid of. I hit a button. I don't know what I did. There we go. Oh, I hit 0. That's what I did. Forgot that was a thing. I need to keep this truck in my own lane. I keep running all over the damn place. Oh, where you come from? Get over. Oh. Ooh, got a car in my blind spot. Get out of there. Oh, I can't stand that. Speed limit drop in here in just a second. A big drop. Wichita, Kansas. Wow. Dude just dove bomb into my trailer. Didn't count against me, but I don't know what that was. It was idiotic, I guess. Oh, this GPS has got me switching lanes so many times. I guess that will make sense though. Keep from going down the wrong ramp. I adjust my position on my seat. Oh Lord, we got a toll road. Love it. Okay, so I didn't have to actually stop. That's a good thing. OKC. Here we go, heading towards it. Whoa. Oh, that could have been bad. Kudos to that driver for paying attention, because Lord knows I wasn't. $2 toll, that's not bad. Well, good way station in a mile, folks. Let's see what happens. We're gonna get pulled into it, or we're gonna get bypassed. Bypass again. Wow. Okay. I'm honestly surprised by that. It never happens. Welcome to Oklahoma. An hour and 16 minutes into the video, we finally made it to Oklahoma, and we're a short spell away from our destination. not trying to lock my differential. What are you talking about? Wet. Hitting the wrong buttons over here. Trying to hit N to give the weigh station a little bit of a friendly honk to thank them for not pulling me into the coupe for an inspection or anything, but alright. An ambulance coming up on our side. Ooh. Oh, bear's sitting back here behind the post. Just trying to catch me. You ain't gonna catch me, buddy. Doing the speed limit this time. No, we got roadworks. Yup. This might hem us up. Left lane closed. 55. Holy shakies. Toyota Prius. What in the world? Dang, man. Yeah, I thought we got cut off by a Toyota Prius. Excuse me. It's another toll road. No. Get over to this lane. I feel like we're going to be taking an exit ramp here in a minute. Yep. Out here we're heading down the last few miles to our destination. I think something that would enhance this game a little bit, aside from some realistic like damages and to the truck's cab and trailer and stuff, would be like shippers and receivers that actually have like drop off and pick up times and like hours of operations or whatever. And like actually have to get pulled over, or if you get pulled over by a cop for speeding or whatever, they do like actual DOT inspections, would be kind of cool. You know, something extra to add to the game. was green for a minute and I didn't realize it. Ooh. Try to make it through there before we got the penalty, it's fine. Lighting with this truck is very unusual, but I mean I can see quite a good distance up the road with the high beams, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but not the best. Making a turn right here. I believe this is what's going to take us into our destination, and we knocked down that stop sign. They didn't need it, that's fine. I thought that was going to take us to our destination. Apparently not. I can't see around that wall. There's a car. There's another car. Now we got her. Now back in this thing, and it's going to be a treat. Kind of will help me judge out too how to split these videos up, especially on these longer routes. I mean, this is, what was this, 900-mile trip and hour and a half in, so this might be one of them videos I might have to split up a little bit next time I do one similar to this. Let's see how it goes trying to back this puppy in. It should be too difficult, don't look like anyway. Oh, they want it over there. Huh. Okay, yeah, no, that's going to be more difficult than I thought it was going to be, it looks like. Yeah. We want to turn this puppy around. I would think the wise thing to have done, probably just been back straight up, but We're in a daycab, so we have a little wiggle room with everything. Yeah. Well, that a technical spot, didn't they? Let's see if we can. How the hell am I gonna get that in there? Oh, that is gonna be bad. Okay. Alright. We'll get ourselves over here somehow and get lined up for this. That's a tricky little spot to get into, looks like. Benefits of being in a day cab too is I can kind of look out the back and see where I'm going just as well as I can my mirrors. Good Lord have mercy. That's a technical little spot to get this trailer into. I don't like how I got that there. Let's see if we can get this lined in that old hole a little better. Been as bad if they wouldn't have had that damn backhoe in the way. There we go, folks. Alright, we finally made it to our destination. Holy crap, it was wild. And total pay $28,482. Got the full payout on that one. Let's see. Total distance driven, 852 miles. Time taken, 26 hours, 24 minutes. And fuel consumed, 139.1 gallons. And we did get our complete payout, $28,482. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me for this episode. Like I said, hopefully everybody's weekend went well and y'all enjoyed Monday's episode of Between the Screen and the Hunt. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for any future episodes, just drop it in the comments or shoot me a message in Discord or Facebook, whatever. We'll see what we can do to make that happen. But anyway, folks, like I always say, keep your boots muddy, keep your aim true, and unlike me, keep your internet ping low because that crap is annoying. But anyway, y'all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will talk to y'all very soon with some roadcraft here in the next day or so, hopefully. So look forward for that coming out on the 2nd, Supermarket Simulator on the 3rd, and the Hunter Call the Wild on the 4th. And it is possible sometime this weekend maybe have a compilation of the best of June, and if not, I will see or talk to y'all again on Monday's episode of Between the Screen and the Hunt. And I think that one should have Hartman and Hampton both in it, but I'm not entirely sure. It depends on how everybody's schedule works out. But anyway, Precy signing off for the night, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.